pressure. A nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
13 yards. First down, Denver.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tui Pelotu, he got in there and met him behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going. It's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Herbert changing things up. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Second and 10.
At the Broncos' 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Good.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll roll him out right. There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 1 real quick.
From the 43, it's second and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, here's Nix. He targets Ingram from the ground. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the sneak, it's Nix. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4-5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing Nix. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Nix. And he rifles one incomplete.
Quarterback has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Chargers 3. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 30. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one finds McConkey. And he will go right near the 35-yard line. Holding a very strong gain of 24.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
34-yard line. Brings up second down.
Herbert now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He gets it to Johnston. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away.
A bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? There's so many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Broncos 23, Chargers 9.
the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Here's first down. Herbert going to throw. That one complete to McCarthy.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Give him another one right back to Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Throwing.
line.
Herbert dancing to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Herbert. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Harris. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Now Herbert. Rolling to his left.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field, making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Flushed out right. Over to Harris near the sideline. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Here comes second down. Herbert to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
The Chargers.
Herbert. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Broncos 23. Chargers 17.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.